Welcome back to Operation Arsenal. And it took 2 own goals to beat the worst team in the league. That's exactly what I'm expecting to hear and see online. Everyone's just saying, oh, you didn't really deserve to win. First goal wasn't even a corner. Oh, own goal. And then another own goal. Oh, come on. Wolves are absolutely awful. Why didn't they play like they did right at the end of the game, more throughout the game? Look at this. This was incredible. They started playing football as soon as we scored. Now, look, I get it. When you come to the Emirates, the last thing you want to do is leave space in behind by attacking too much or whatever, just being maybe a little bit greedy with possession, maybe going a bit too far. I totally understand. But this portion of the game here, just 80 minutes or so of a whole game, they did nothing. It's just so annoying to play against. It's so frustrating to watch. But in the end, yes, we got a bit lucky. Yes, we won the game because of 2 own goals. But the way I see it is, okay, Wolves didn't deserve anything from this. We did everything in this game that we could do to score, and we weren't very good at it. I'll be honest, guys. It was a tough watch. That was a really tough watch, and again, I'm trying to rest my voice at the moment. You can still hear I'm coughing. I thought I'm just going to chill, watch it on my laptop, just relax. I'm just really relaxed. But I got angry. I just got frustrated. I don't really want to be watching just 11 Arsenal players constantly just fish for little gaps and just waiting for a gap to appear, which doesn't appear because all they do is sit back and defend. You've got to give them credit, okay? And this is a load of rubbish, by the way. It was never a 3 at the back. Genuinely, I think that is the most defensive setup I've seen this season. And I really don't blame them for it, by the way. And it was working. It was. It did take a lot of luck with the corner that, let's be fair, wasn't a corner. There was an offside in the build-up. We've then obviously whipped in the corner, and it's a bit unfortunate. I thought Johnstone was really good today. And, the way that it's hit his kind of neck, shoulder, and bounced in, it's really unlucky. It is. It's really unlucky, but sometimes we need a bit of luck, and I feel like, honestly, as an Arsenal fan, I feel like we don't get these kind of lucky breaks very often, and to get 2 in one game is hilarious. Also, though, the way I see the second one, Jesus probably could have scored. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It's an own goal that's won us the 3 points. And we deserved it. I won't hear anyone say that we didn't deserve it. We got lucky because it was just 2 own goals. If you actually watch the game, it's men against boys. But the boys were just, I guess... How do you describe what happened in that game? It was one team that wanted to actually play football and win the game, and there was one team that knew they could frustrate and just annoy the opposition and go home with a 0-0 draw. And that would have been an okay result, okay, for Wolves. That would have been actually a good result, considering they've gone to the Emirates and got a point. But we do need to talk about Wolves. When are they going to actually begin what I kind of predicted would be eventually some good form? When's it going to happen? Is it not going to happen? Let's have a look at the table. And again, apologies for not doing it in my usual format. I'm on my laptop and taking it easy, but I'm trying my best here to use the trackpad. I miss my mouse. Wolves after 16 games. Okay, so bear in mind we're very nearly halfway through the entire season. 0 wins, 2 draws, 14 losses. They haven't even scored 10 goals. They conceded 35. We are looking at the worst Premier League team ever at this rate. My God, they're bad. And what's crazy is I don't actually think their team is that bad. When you look at the players they've got, let's go through the team today. Johnstone, he's fine. Okay, fair enough. Maybe bottom 3 quality goalkeeper in the Prem, but he could easily play for anyone, let's say, below the top 10 as a starting goalkeeper, right? Mosquera's not bad. Agbadu actually I think he's all right. Totti Gomez, I like him. I think he's been good over the years for Wolves. You go into their midfield, or in this case, their 2 wing-backs and a 3 midfield. Doherty is a very experienced Premier League player, more than good enough to play for a team outside of the relegation zone. You've then got 2 fantastic players in João Gomez, who won't be there next season, and Andre as well. Genuinely, I don't know what's going on with these 2 this season. They're clearly not good enough to pull them out of this, but really good players. I mean, to be fair, Hwang, Strand Larsen, they're good strikers. They really are. Hwang over the years genuinely has done pretty well, I would say. So, yeah, it's not a good team. It's not, but it's not this bad. It is not this bad. So, let's talk about Arsenal. I want to talk about Martinelli because obviously he's in some very good form in Europe. I'm so sorry, I just can't stop coughing. Once I start, it just keeps going. Brilliant in the Champions League, but it's just not quite working out in the Prem. As he came off, he had a really good chance. And then Trossard came on, and my God, the difference. Trossard is just... he's having the season of his life at the moment. He looks so dangerous every time he gets on the ball. Saka, I mean, rightly so, he's been given the highest rating. If anything was going to happen today, it was through him. I was very impressed with him. Was not impressed with Eze today. Was not impressed with Gyökeres. I thought they both had pretty poor games. Gyökeres needs to start scoring, man. When is he going to actually start scoring? It is concerning, isn't it? Rice was solid as always. Hincapié, brilliant. Saliba and Timber. This wasn't the actual formation that we used in the end, or this system, mainly because Ben White had to go off. Now, this is the thing with Arsenal. It's one player back, one player out. Guess who comes back today? Yep, Saliba. So what happens? You get one back, you lose one. And then Ben White goes off. It looks like he's pulled his hamstring, so that's weeks, if not months, potentially. So, not great. Jesus. I really, really wish that was his goal at the end. When I saw it go in, I just thought, oh my God, he's done it. He's actually done it, but unfortunately, it was an own goal in the end. Marino, didn't really see much of him. I didn't think he really did enough to stand out as a sub today. Trossard, I've already mentioned, was really good. I thought Ødegaard did some good things, but I was really impressed with Lewis Skelly, and this just shows the versatility again. The fact that Ben White comes off and we can shift the entire defence around, slot Skelly in at left back, and it just worked flawlessly. I really hope he gets a run of games soon. I think he does deserve it, and it's difficult, isn't it? Hincapié, brilliant today at left back, and also Calafiori, obviously suspended today. He would have played. Very difficult for Lewis Skelly to break into the team. So let's go back into the table here, and let's take a look before we go into the game against Everton. I mean, it was a scary moment when they equalised, wasn't it? Because all of a sudden you're thinking, tomorrow we could not be first. We could potentially drop to second. And now we're back up to the 36, 5-point gap. Thank you. Thank you for the own goal. We'll take that. And this would have been a really, really bad draw. It really would have been. And embarrassing almost. So that means 16 played, 11 wins, 3 draws, 2 losses, 30 goals scored, 10 conceded. It's pretty good going, isn't it? But we are not living up to that hype that we had for, I want to say, from match week 5 to 10, where, I mean, everyone was just saying, yeah, no one's going to beat Arsenal this season. They're going to do it all. That mentality seems to have kind of slipped away a little bit. Other teams obviously doing very well and catching up. Man City are, I wouldn't say quietly, but that they are kind of building a very nice little run here, despite that loss, obviously, that they did get against Newcastle. But Villa obviously putting together some really good form. They will drop off, I'm telling you. Aston Villa will drop off. So we'll just have to see what happens, guys. We'll have to see what happens. And let's quickly go through our fixtures, and then I'll leave you guys to the rest of your weekend. So Palace in the EFL Cup after Everton. And do you know what? Could be harder. Could be tougher fixtures. It's really nice that we're going to get a nice a triple header of home games in a row. And then to finish one of the most busy periods of the calendar. We go into January with Bournemouth, Liverpool at home, and then back into the FA Cup with Portsmouth. I'm hoping to be at that game. So, I think we've got to win every game. Looking at this, yeah, we are going to have to win every game. Anyway, that is going to be it for me today. The next Operation Arsenal, I'm thinking I'll probably be back to at my desk, camera, all of that good stuff. It's been nice to take a couple of days away and just rest my voice. But thank you for understanding. You don't have to look at my ugly face for a bit. I will see you guys in the next one against Everton. It's going to be a tricky game, but I think we will come away with all 3 points.